for me because I can't even remember everything that happened. But
I mean, I got the scores.
okay,
All
good,
right.
good. All right, so we live, man. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, man. Welcome back to Man Down. Zoe is with us. Wildcard Mar from ILW Sports is with us, and I'm your host, Mel. Can't wait to get started on some of this stuff, man. But first, let's go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, the Sports Cave. Hey, man, look, I'm just gonna keep it plain and simple, man. If you want gear, if you want some of these hats, some of these banners, jackets, jerseys, helmets, it don't matter what it is. If it's sports related, they got it. Check them out at the Sports Cave 310 on IG, or you can go to the website sportscavechup.com. And if you tell them Man Down sent you, you probably get a discount, right? You probably get a discount, man. But hey, man, how we gonna get started, man? What we get started? Before we even get to the sports, man.
Okay.
Just real quick, just real quick. I don't really want to talk about it, but just real quick. Did y'all know we had two major trials going on right now? Like they just started the.
I knew of one.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse.
Kyle Rittenhouse going on right now. I see. I didn't know that when I knew about Ahmaud Arbery though.
Yeah, Arbery started today. Rittenhouse started like a couple of weeks ago. I think they almost about to be calling it for last witness tomorrow.
No. You mean they about to quit him?
You think so?
Man, come on, dog.
Here we go. You ready for the banana in the tailpipe again?
Yeah, that junk. It's looking bad. I've been watching it. It's looking bad. It's looking real bad. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. But anyway, I just wanted to mention. I ain't really want to get into it and talk about it, man, because we got.
Oh no, because shit like that'll make me mad. So let's not even talk about it.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope. Yeah, we won't even get the sports if we go with that. That's a slippery slope. But one interesting thing did happen though, and we'll lead the show with that. I do want to know what y'all think, even though it's kind of old. It's like 4 days old. What y'all think about Aaron Rodgers? Line about the jab. Me personally, I go first, just real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I really don't care that he lied, right? The only thing I care about is how different people like Kendrick Perkins, Stephen A. Smith, Chris Bouchard, Nick Wright. I am kind of concerned that they covered it different than they covered Kyrie Irving, and I think it was a worse charge or a worse thing than what he did. As far as Aaron Rodgers and Kyrie Irving, I think it's totally worse. But I want to see what y'all think.
Go ahead, so.
Yeah, man, I agree. It was definitely the worst offense, and they definitely did not keep that same energy. They did. It was like, oh man, he just he lied about it. It's wrong. It's he told the story. They knew he was, but with Kyrie, it was you need to retire if you can't focus on basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like he did not get none of that energy that Kyrie got, and I don't think that it's a coincidence. I think that when they plan on running certain smear campaigns and they want certain people to look certain ways, then they're going to come at him like that. They have been bashing Kyrie since at least the last 5 years he's been in the league. So I think that attention has been on him in a negative light. This is just another reason for them to bash on him some more. But when it was A-Rod, that quarterback, reigning MVP, it was, he did something wrong. Yeah, he shouldn't have done that. The energy was definitely not the same, but it's come to be expected from these figureheads.
No, you was about to call them something else. What would you?
Yeah, you was.
What was you about to call them? Was you about to call them puppets? Are you calling them puppets too?
We got sponsors, man. So I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep everything like it's supposed to be, but I can think of a few names to call them. Honestly,
yeah. It's a lot that fit. It's a lot that fit, man.
They don't keep that same energy. Go ahead, Mark.
But why though? Why you don't think? I mean, be honest. I just want to hear.
It's because sports is literally a linear parallel figmentation of what life is. It's a perfect example of what it is. So you see the stuff that happens in society. The same stuff is happening in the world of sports.
Okay, so explain to me what's going on when Stephen A. Smith comes down hard on Kyrie.
Because
punch what's his name? Aaron Rodgers with kid gloves.
Because Stephen A. Smith made it plain and clear.
Wait. Stop. Is
that
real?
true?
Is that breaking?
I don't see nothing about it. I don't see nothing about that on my phone because my phone would have went off like crazy.
Something would have happened on my phone. I got so much sports stuff.
I know, right?
Somebody would have told me something.
Yeah. No, I don't see that. All I just see is that he cleared waivers. About to say, I was about to go like, what?
Mighty Apple, you got us with
that one. No, I guess he's seen the topics, but my bad. Lamar,
no, you good because if we would have had to switch gears, I could roll with the punches. Yeah, but no, is because Stephen A. Smith made it plain and clear that his points and views is always going to be money driven. He's made that perfectly clear. And so who he works for, who pays him, they're going to say, hey, Stephen, I need you to drop this message for me, but I need you to deliver it this direction. And he's going to do it.
Do you think it's somebody that's telling him?
You damn right. He's about the money.
But look, this is my thing. I don't think no one is that brave at the network to really be telling him to go out to dudes. I think he just know. He just know it's an unspoken thing. He just know what to do. He just know, hey, this is what's going to work because when I do this, I get pats on the back. I get offered more things.
He knows how it works is because he's done the song and dance for so long. It's second nature to the man.
I agree.
I just do this shucking job for you, boy.
I agree, but I just don't think it's nobody at the network that's communicating it to him.
Didn't he said, I'm here to do, when he gave that big speech, I'm here to do whatever my bosses tell me to do to the best of my abilities. When you say things like that,
he's a company man, dog.
So I hear somebody say that, if I have somebody that is even working for me and I hear them say, I'm going to do any and everything my bosses need me to do to put this company where it needs to be, I'm going to feel comfortable going to him and saying, okay, cool. This is what I need you to do. I need you to go ahead and bash on this dude a little bit. I need you to go ahead and big this dude up a little bit. I need you to go ahead and
there's no way in the world.
Crazy.
There's no way I think nobody's doing it. If anybody is doing it, it's not coming from the network. It's his agent that's saying, hey, if you can, or they got a roundabout ways to do it. Hey, here are the ratings when you talked about this in this manner, and here are the ratings when you went the other way, right? And all they got to do is say, hey, look, man, as long as the ratings are high, you're going to continue to get this attention, these spots, this money, all of that stuff, right? I don't think they're coming down here and saying, hey, go after Kyrie. That's on his own accord, and he knows that they're going to reward him for it. I think that's what it is.
But is that still not money driven? Thoughts and opinions and feelings?
No, it is. I agree 100%. The only thing I disagree with is I don't think no one's telling him to do it. They're
of course they not. They don't necessarily have to tell him at this point. He just like, right. I know what you like, boss. I'm going to do it.
right. And that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
Okay. So we pretty much said the same thing, just with a different way about it.
Right.
Got you.
Yeah, but I do appreciate Jay Will coming in.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, I appreciate it a whole lot, man. But he won't get a new contract though.
Oh no, he's about to go to Fox Sports or NBC.
He might as well get his podcast ready. But you see they rewarded Kendrick Perkins and Swagoo with a podcast. Got their own show.
Hey, but I actually like Swagoo. Kendrick,
I like Swagoo too. He hadn't shown me any of the.
Kendrick's hit or miss. Hit or miss.
Mostly more hits
or more misses. Yeah, more misses than hits.
LaCour, you see LaCour getting. My Braves did not blow the World Series. They definitely.
He gets the casting couch. Hey, LaCour, you wild boy.
Hey, take a look at this courtesy of the Sports Cave. As soon as they won,
we got them hot off the presses.
Hot off the presses.
we did bring it home. Trust me, just like Pinky, they had us scared, but we held our own. So
congrats. Hey, congrats, because I know that whole state was on suicide watch. I was like, man, we can't go through this no more.
It's well documented that the state of Georgia has a history of relinquishing leads from all aspects, from Georgia football to the Braves last year. And we all know what happened in that Super Bowl that I choose not to speak of.
Yeah, don't talk about it, dog.
Congrats to the Braves, man, for actually getting it done and bringing a parade to the city of Atlanta, man. It was long overdue. Hopefully, that mojo rubs off in other teams.
Y'all had Big Boy out there in the streets partying.
Yeah, exactly.
Big Boy was out there. School was out. One of those kids going to school. They
canceled everything. Nobody downtown worked. They canceled all the schools in all Metro Atlanta. Like
I was worried about y'all when Astros got that game 5 and it was 3-2. I'm like,
bro,
they got that 3-1 lead again. I was like, come on now, don't do it.
I didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to watch it. But
I heard they were so happy down there in Georgia they relaxed the Confederate flag for one day.
Not on those trucks, they didn't. Not on they still riding. They still got them on their trucks in those high-rise trucks. So they were like,
hey, but they let y'all alone for a day though. They let y'all alone for a day. They're like, hey, we're just gonna celebrate together.
Hey, but they reminded us real quick when they was downtown in the areas near Vine City. You should have seen the buses flying. There wasn't no parade. They was going 60 miles an hour down the street. When they got out there in Cobb County, in Cobb County and Marietta, they was slow clapping and waving to all the fans. It's a difference. They'll always remind you it's a difference. But I'm just happy that we got a championship in the state of Georgia, man. I take it.
Hey, it's impressive how they did it, because when you lose Ronald Acuna Jr. in June for the rest of the season,
that's a rebuild.
And not only that, he's a top 5 player in Major League Baseball. So you lose him. Marcell Ozuna got caught up in some old domestic situation, being a knucklehead. So you had to retool that whole outfield. You got Jorge Soler from the Kansas City Royals. I miss him. I don't know how the hell all of a sudden he just turns into the home run hitter in the postseason, but he struck out a lot as a Royal, bro, for real.
He was on y'all championship team, wasn't he?
No, we got him a year right after.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, then y'all got Adam Duvall, and then y'all got
Peterson,
Eddie Rosario from the Twins.
Yeah, we just rebuilt our whole team at the trade deadline, and that hardly ever works. It worked.
I mean, Lamar, what he did was he learned how to hit a curveball.
No, he learned how to be patient, because he was striking out a lot in Kansas City.
He was swinging the curveballs. You gotta wait. You gotta wait for the ball. You gotta wait till they get over the plate. And that's the thing. Like, my dad played.
Put that thing on the train tracks too.
My dad played a little rookie league baseball. Man, he never even made it to the minor leagues. He just played rookie league ball, and that was his whole Achilles heel. Man, he couldn't hit a curveball. So, like, when we were kids, that's all we worked on was hitting curveballs.
So every time you saw it, you smacked them joints.
Yes, I did not. And I
gotta give Corey credit. I gotta give Corey credit, man. Bro, I'm telling you, we was in Guam. It was a dude named Perez and freaking Corey. Man, bro. Corey. Hey, first of all, Corey glove is his glove is on point, right? His glove is D1 material, and his bat. I ain't never seen like no professional people or whatever, but so I'm just assuming his bat is D1 material as well. I don't know what it was like in high school, but that dude can hit.
I did not strike out to the 11th grade.
Corey
in a baseball game.
Corey's cold. Don't believe nothing he said about the quarterback position, but when he talk about baseball, you can take that to the bank, man. Corey cold on that diamond. I'm gonna give you that.
Corey stick you out. Wait, hold on. What are you talking
about? Come on, man. Pause.
Whoa, pause on that. Pause on that comment.
Pause.
Wait, no. Cass is known for saying some bad moments on here. Come on, Cass. Reel it back in, bro.
Look at Chris.
My baseball, bro.
Hey, what's that? Hey, Cass, what's that comedian that said he got in a fight with a wrist breaker, and then the dude said
he can't even get it out, yo. Wow. That man lonely.
Hold on, I'm gonna get it out.
Hey, Kaz, when you need a back page, huh? When you need a back page.
I done fell out my seat laughing at you, fool. You're stupid.
He get the 404 not found.
He said he bumped into him, right? And the dude told him, hey, if you bump into me like that again, I'm gonna lick you up. And the dude was like, what? You mean fuck me up, right? He was like, no, lick you.
I'm not. I'm not fucking with y'all today, man.
Hey, to bring it back on topic, Corey, why don't you give your opinion of Aaron Rodgers and not getting the poke?
Yeah. Well, if you lie, right, and you say you don't have it, and you've been walking around as a vaccinated man, and you catch COVID and we find out you're not vaccinated, then you should be punished accordingly. So, and I believe that punishment is a 6-game suspension. I believe so.
Ooh, is it that steep? I think I just seen something come in about
I got it for y'all because they really just dropped it. All they did was fine the Packers $300,000 and $14,650 from Alan Lazard and Aaron Rodgers. That's all they did.
Oh, I got fined too.
That's all they did. Yep.
Oh, Lazard lied about it too.
Well, apparently Lazard was breaking protocols too. So
my response to that is, but the question would have to be is if it wasn't, and I don't really care who it was. If it was a player on special teams, right? Does he get that same kind of treatment?
Probably not. But look, it ain't. We know it's not about being like 100% complete fair. They got a business to run, man. You just don't get rid of Aaron Rodgers. This is the same thing with NBA. It's an unspoken rule. You don't foul out superstars in big games.
Correct.
You just don't.
Agree. I agree. Like if LeBron did the same thing right now, right? Like it would be a slap on the wrist for the Lakers, and LeBron would be playing as soon as he's able to play.
No, he broke protocol in the bubble.
He broke protocol.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He sure did.
Ain't that happened? Ain't that
happened? Yeah. I mean,
you're right.
We get it. We get it. But Corey, this is what I said before you came in extremely late. I was
Not like
I hate Melvin, bro. I hate Melvin.
I just want to point out because I'm not sure if you heard it or not. I don't know if you was listening before you came in late, but
yeah.
What I was saying was I don't even care what Aaron Rodgers did. I only care about the reaction from the people who overreacted from Kyrie. Like,
right. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
because Kyrie was 100% for with y'all. He was like, "Look, I'm not gonna get it.
I'm not getting it.
Not right now.
Sorry.
I need to see more."
So he never lied to anybody about it, right?
No.
And and everybody say the only thing a man got is his balls and his word.
Exactly.
He was honest.
And most married men ain't got nothing but their word because them
Nuts is gone.
Mel on one now.
That's what I said. Hey, that's what I said when I got my divorce. That's what I said. Hey, that's when I said when I got my divorce, man. I said, hey, that's how Corey got his nuts back. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be a good.
Oh, this gonna be a good one.
So Chris, hold on, let me get through some of these tracks. Chris said, I don't think he ever said he was vaccinated. Yeah, he said, I've been immunized.
What did he say?
Immunized. I've been immunized. He said I've been immunized. See, you got me saying messed up again. But in other words, he was saying, look, hey, I got something. You know what I'm saying?
I got the shot.
Yeah, I got something. I ain't saying it's the shot.
I got something. He said, I ain't
gonna
try that word no more. I ain't gonna try that word no more.
I
guess.
Well, first of all, y'all gotta give me credit for saying I said it right 3 times in a row. But y'all was laughing. I couldn't hear it. They heard me. They heard me say it right. Y'all heard me say it right. Immunized.
There you go. There you go. You got it.
One time.
Woo!
Yeah.
Good job.
But yeah, that's what he said. And then he said he possibly could have been saying he had it before and fought it off naturally. Yeah, he could have been saying that. Either way, though,
look,
he should catch
look, man, and Chris, I understand what you're saying, but that's like a little that's a little catch-all phrase that I'm gonna say when everybody's talking about the vaccine. Did you receive this shot? Yeah, I got immunized.
Yeah,
that's not there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You did it to deceive other people, and therefore it is a lie.
Yeah,
sure. But I guess he's trying to, I guess he's trying to say like, no, I wasn't intentionally lying. I said something. Y'all took it for something else, right? So let's wash it away and say, okay, you didn't lie, but what you did do is break protocol, and that's the part that comes in, where he could be getting punished for and all that stuff.
Yeah, right. But I mean, a $350,000 fine for him is chump change for one, and then for two, it's probably something that the owner is going to pick up because the only thing you're doing with $350,000 from the owner is taking away his beer money for the week. That's all you're doing.
No, hold on, Corey.
He just won't drink this.
It was $300,000 to the Packers organization.
Oh, to the whole organization? That's
$300,000, bruh. $300,000 to the Packers organization.
Oh,
Aaron Rodgers, Alan Lazard fined $14,650. That's the punishment.
Shit. That's beer. Actually, that's Aaron Rodgers' beer money. Then he just won't drink this week.
So look, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna do. We'll take calls. The numbers on the screen. We got one phone call right now. That's Mitch. What's up, Mitch?
Man, what's happening, bro?
What up, Mitch?
Hey man. Y'all thought Kanye West was crazy. Kyrie gotta outdo all of them.
Okay.
I'm telling y'all right now, Kyrie is outdoing all of them.
Kyrie ain't what Kyrie do?
Man, look, dog, you're finding my brother basically his money and everything else for not taking a shot.
Right.
But at the same time, you're given an option of, hey, you can't get into these organizations without taking a test. And my mindset is saying, like, all right, cool. If I got to take a test every week to play a game or every other day to take a game, like, I'm cleared. I can play a game, bro. I can ball.
Yeah.
That's true.
So what? So hold on. So what about that makes Kyrie crazy though?
Nothing about that makes Kyrie crazy. It's just the fact that you look back and you look at the situation now. If you're gonna sit there and say, "Hey, I can't play my professional basketball game because I have not took this shot," but at the same time, you give an option to somebody being like, "Look, you can't come into this organization or you can't walk into this building unless you're tested."
I do know one thing. You better be like all like.
Yeah, but I think still under the same circumstance, I don't think that option was really given to him just because he works with Brooklyn, which is in New York.
He's only looking the way he's looking at it because
the mandate to say either get it or don't.
Well, the same rule in New York is in California.
Yeah.
All you have to do to get it
to get it, play the NBA.
All you have to do is get in the Laker game. To get in the Laker game is get a COVID test, and they got COVID testing centers right outside the stadium.
But that's my whole thing about it is we're all looking at Kyrie like he's crazy, he's doing all this shit, he's being selfish and everything else. But you're giving other options for those fans to even get into LA Arena or even in Brooklyn. Like there's a
big difference between Kyrie and them fans. What's the big difference? The difference is that the people, the fans, the fans are making him money while Kyrie is taking money. And for somebody to pay me money. For somebody to pay me money, you know what I mean? Like that's cool. You can have a test and you good.
For somebody to pay me money, I have to be doing something.
Yeah, you do. You're right.
Playing on the basketball court is not getting me money from those fans who actually paying to watch me play.
Right, but what's the give and take? I'm earning $35 from $350 from a fan for an expensive ticket. I got to pay Kyrie $350,000 to come and play in the game. I'm gonna take this $350.
Y'all motherfuckers pay fucking insurance and don't even know what the fuck y'all paying insurance for.
I agree.
I mean, but in the same case, you're still paying it.
I'm not mad at you.
Well, first of all, I do happen to know what I'm paying insurance for.
I do. I don't pay it, but yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying.
You pay insurance. We can sit up and talk all day long. You pay insurance.
Man, look, I'm in the Navy, bro. I get mine for free. But I understand completely what you're saying. I get it. But at the same time, I promise you that's what the owner's looking like. I'm making money off these fools. I got to give Kyrie money. If I'm going to give him some money, he needs to be 100% vaccinated or whatever. He can't take no test every day. I don't know what he's doing off the court, whatever. But I still think if there's a protocol in the NFL for players that don't wish to be vaccinated, right? Mm-hmm. And if you follow that protocol, then how come the NBA and you can still play? How come the NBA doesn't have the same thing? Like nobody's mad at Aaron Rodgers because he didn't get vaccinated. They're mad at Aaron Rodgers because he lied about not getting. It's
because out of all the sports, the NBA is the most influential on society and the especially the community that they want to target to convince to get this jab. Right.
Understood.
So I'm glad you corrected yourself because I'm about to tell you they still got soccer games going on and it's still 300 damn near plus.
I ain't saying the most popular. I'm saying the most influential because I guarantee you can go in the inner city and grab a kid, and if they playing sports,
moves the culture for us.
They go shoot that jump shot fade away and say Kobe. They ain't saying no Beckham or no Messi or no Messier. They ain't saying none of that.
But I understand that. But the thing about it is they jumped on Kyrie's boat and went against him about him getting his vaccination. But in the same case, they have other options out there.
Y'all missing the whole. Y'all missing
those other options.
Y'all missing the whole truth, man. The only reason they jumping on Kyrie like that is because he said the world's flat.
And some other things too. They just got a personal vendetta. Yeah,
I already put it in the comment. The world is
I mean, but listen. He's come out and publicly called the media members pawns.
Yeah.
Right? He don't respect the media that often. He very seldom talk to them. So the media, he started a war with the media that he didn't know he started. And and then on top of that, most of the media members that are LeBron James apologists also was offended by how Kyrie may have disrespected LeBron or left LeBron and stop him from getting championships in Cleveland.
The NBA is LeBron. We all know that.
Sure.
That's right. You're right. You're wrong.
He got the vaccine, so everybody's supposed to follow the face of the NBA.
Right. A-Rod is woke. Nick Rowe. Nick Rowe. Hey, we might as well touch this Odell Beckham Jr. Situation before some breaking news come up before we even get to it, and we already find out he with Green Bay or something like that. So that's actually who I thought. I don't know. I haven't looked at the money situation.
Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
Seahawks.
Seahawks?
He going to Seahawks, bro.
For what?
P already got their lock in.
For what?
What the Seahawks do?
He said he want to go to a contender.
Oh,
Seahawks.
He about to go.
Say whatever he want to say.
So he about to go and practice for 3 weeks with Geno Smith before Russell can come back.
Russell got cleared.
Russ is clear. Russ is clear.
Okay.
Russ is clear. Russ is clear.
Oh man!
Man, hey, Chris, I'm allergic to something in the vaccine too.
All right, Mitch.
I'm allergic to something in the vaccine too. I'm allergic to needles.
Facts. I'm allergic to daggone needles, man.
I'm allergic to needles.
Hey, look, I told them as soon as I found out about the Johnson & Johnson was causing clots, I told them, hey, I can't mess with that, man. You know, clotting is already an issue.
All y'all had Johnson & Johnson on y'all booties, bro. I don't want to hear that shit.
Oh man, come on, man. Hey, you know what you sound like?
Baby powder.
Hey, Mitch, you know what you sound like? You sound like the dude. Mitch sounds like the dude that holler at the girl that used to be a thought and say, "You might as well let me do it because you let all those other dudes do it." Just
you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that.
Just because I use some Johnson & Johnson baby powder don't mean I got to use Johnson & Johnson
injected in my veins.
You believe it when it was powder, huh?
Hey, that boy. He's stupid, boy. That boy said you had Johnson & Johnson on your booty.
Hey. Bob Mitch, man.
That boy.
Wow.
I ain't messing with Mitch, man.
I have heard it all today.
Bucks 118, 76ers 109. Just went final.
Hey,
I believe that.
Hey, they're just taking turns blowing each other out, man. Ain't nobody look like we go get to the NBA, man. We go.
Nobody look like nothing. I don't know who's gonna do nothing. It's the NBA.
Dave Chappelle said that Johnson & Johnson was the third option. And come on, man. You can't go in there and volunteer for the third best thing, man.
Yeah.
Man.
For real.
Give me the third best. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Give me the third best. All right, so Odell Beckham Jr. I thought the Packers would be a good situation. I just don't know if the Packers got the cap room or if they can make the money work. But I don't see why he would go anywhere else other than the Packers.
They ain't got the money.
They don't. And plus, they got to sign Adams.
And they got to sign Adams, and they got to think of some kind of way to kiss Aaron Rodgers' ass to stay, and that's money.
They might as well just cut Love, just to say, hey, that's the best way to show Aaron Rodgers, hey, look, man, we was wrong, bro, and just cut Love, man, just cut him.
He didn't look. Everybody talked about how bad he looked. I didn't think he looked terrible at all. I think he
didn't look terrible.
He looked decent for his first start. No, it was just
he looked like a good backup.
He looked like a good backup. He looked like somebody that sat for a year and a half and watched Aaron Rodgers and didn't learn nothing. But look, this is what I want to ask you though.
Yeah, bro, that's cold. That's just cold.
If on this end was a starting quarterback or a franchise quarterback, and on this side was Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite, which one is he closer to?
You just call that dude Uncle Rico.
Which one is he closer to?
NFL quarterback.
Nah. He's closer to Mox off of Varsity Blues, bro.
Hey, look, man. Y'all act like he didn't go down and lead a scoring drive. Y'all act like they didn't have an opportunity.
He led a scoring drive in the NFL. So
he did. Corey. I'm listening, huh?
Corey. That whole Packers team that took the field in Kansas City Sunday night was the whole team that Aaron Rodgers has been playing with all year, and you couldn't get nothing but a touchdown. You couldn't move the ball all game. And the only reason why they scored is because they target number 49. You know why you do that.
Agree, but there is 26 quarterbacks. There's 26, 27 quarterbacks in the NFL right now that couldn't take that team and go win some touchdowns and go score some touchdowns. What's up, little buddy? That's my dog right there. That's our number one fan.
You know this. If a defense pretty much half of the game played zero cover on you, you gotta beat it.
Yeah, so he didn't
do it.
Agreed. So there's one thing that Aaron Rodgers is super good at, and he's probably the best that's ever done it in the game, is he is excellent at throwing receivers open. And you can't ask a second-year quarterback to come in and do what Aaron Rodgers does. That's unfair.
Let me ask y'all this, and then Zoe, you go first.
Okay.
And this is just me being honest. I know I was being a little facetious earlier. I'm with Corey. I don't think he looked very horrible. This is what I do think. I think Kansas City dared him to make like you said, it was zero coverage. There was blitzing. The middle was wide open, and I think his default setting was, I got one-on-one on the edges. I'm going to throw it up, and he just not that good at throwing back shoulders or hitting. Right? Yeah. And once they find out, he ain't connecting on these, they just kept blitzing. Yeah, but if he would have just settled down and seen that Lazard was coming across the middle on almost every last one of those blitzes, he could have hit those. But he went over the top to Adams every single time, and it was just off.
If he is to some kind of way get a start this week, you will see a totally different quarterback. Because he learned that in film study. You saw it.
I was just about to say that this was a learning experience for him, because when you put that film back and you see that zero coverage and you see guys streaking across the middle on slants, it makes you, as a quarterback, I ain't never played quarterback, but I've been in those rooms, and you'd be like, how in the world did I miss that? You know?
Yes. And it's just because you're so focused on something, you know what I mean, that you're not looking. And good quarterbacks, man, my coach told me in high school, he said, you became good when you started to scan the field and not just focus on one thing. Because there's so much stuff on your backside that could be open. It might be open. You have to kind of glance around and look at it. And by you looking at something that could be open, if this is your primary target on the right, like my coach, and I know this is probably going way in too deep, but dropping back, my coach told me to find the free safety first. That's the first person you find. And you can manipulate that fool with your eyes. You can look him wherever you want him to go. If it's something that's not just quick hitting where you just popping up and throwing the ball, you find that safety first and you can look at him away with your eyes. Now, that don't mean it ain't 250, 300-pound dudes breathing real heavy trying to chase you. That's not what it means. But you have to be able to focus in, kind of manipulate people to coverage just to go back to what you want, so it'll be open. But there's a lot of times, man, where stuff is not open. It's a one-on-one. You have to throw him open. You have to put it in places where only he can get it. That back shoulder throw is a prime way of getting somebody open. He hasn't perfected that yet. He did it like 4 or 5 times in that game that I saw, right? And he missed every time.
Hey, here's a counterpoint, though. So I agree with you that he's going to make those adjustments, but those defensive coordinators are about to make the same adjustments. They're going to be like, this is what Kansas City did, but I bet you he's in the quarterback room already trying to make adjustments for that. So that defensive coordinator is already making adjustments to what Jordan Love is making adjustments to.
And you would think that, right? But if I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm thinking like, he can't do it. I don't think he can do it. He is going to have to show me he can do it before I change my game plan.
True.
I get that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do the same shit because I think my defensive players are better than Kansas City's anyway.
Oh no, that Packers defense is the truth. That Packers defense is the truth.
I'm not even talking about I'm not talking about the Packers. I'm talking about any other team that plays Green Bay while he's the quarterback.
Oh no, but that's what I'm saying. If that's even, you can put PJ Walker on that squad. I think they still beat them. They beat Kansas City.
Yeah,
probably so. So
PJ is a different cat though.
Yeah, let's bring it back to Odell real quick though.
Okay.
So if Green Bay ain't a good landing spot for him, where he is, and then once we start getting into where we think he should go or where he might go, or if he goes anywhere, let's kind of talk about that relationship between him and Baker. And
can I be honest about that?
Yeah.
Odell was actually in a situation that was actually fine for him, and him and his pops, I think, messed up a good situation. because he gets the money and you don't have to do all the work. That offense is ran off of Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
That's not his thing. That's not his persona.
That's mental. Then that's mental then.
Yeah, but I mean, we know what kind of cat that we're dealing with.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
but I mean,
he wants the ball.
Every receiver with talent want the ball.
I don't know a wide receiver one that's not saying, "Hey man, give me a shot out there." You know, I feel like I can go get it against this defense no matter what.
If I'm the number one receiver and you can't hit me, then we have a problem.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have gone about it that way.
Nah, that was janky.
No, that was a bad way to go about it. I will give you that. I think the best spot for him is Baltimore.
I like Baltimore.
But that's the same situation, though. That's a run-heavy team that you're going to get open as a wide receiver only because they're scared of the threat of the run. What's the difference?
Lamar will get him the ball.
Yeah, the difference is Baker didn't want to give him the ball.
They will design plays for Odell Beckham to get the ball in Baltimore, guaranteed, 150%.
And I get y'all, and as much as we want to crap on Baker and the video that his pops put out, but there's plenty of film that Odell was dropping footballs this year.
That's cool. That's cool. But I mean, that's cool.
There's plenty of film on every receiver dropping footballs.
Yeah, that's cool.
So my main point is for him to cause this whole firestorm.
He didn't cause a firestorm.
No. His pops. Okay, his pops put out the video, so that causes the firestorm.
His pops didn't start no firestorm. The firestorm was started by Baker Mayfield not being able to hit his number one receiver on a consistent basis. And we talked about this a couple of shows ago. There's not one quarterback that's good or credible that has a number one receiver that they can't connect with consistently. Aaron Rodgers would throw a wide receiver screen 5 times in a row if you give Adam space and dare him to go downfield. We're not going to run downfield. If you're giving us space, I'm throwing this screen.
Hey, but Mel, Odell may have been labeled wide receiver 1, but Baker's number one target in the pass game was always Jarvis Landry
Landry. But
hell, he threw it to Donovan Peoples-Jones more than he got.
Exactly. But that's
wide receiver 1 the day they signed.
That is your problem right there. Is that you cannot listen, man. If I have a wide receiver on my team that is his yards after catch, everything is up, right? Like everything, everything is on a high, right? And you mean to tell me that, like a perfect example that Melvin said was Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. If there is a team that is playing Devontae Adams and they playing him like in a big zone where they not giving him the routes that he's accustomed to get him, Aaron Rodgers will go on the center and just throw him quick screens till you step up on him, and then they'll go around you.
Is that Cash that made that comment?
We have to incorporate this cat into our offense somehow, some way, right? He is a game breaker. He has proven that, right? His stats didn't drop off till he got to Cleveland.
Facts.
And that is
that's fair, but it's not like he still wasn't having injury issues. He missed time last year. He missed time at the beginning of this season.
Give me one good receiver that haven't.
No, but what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, him and Baker just don't connect. And
it's time to go somewhere else.
No, it's already happened. But what I'm saying is he was never Baker's number one option. He may be labeled wide receiver 1 by everybody else, but Jarvis Landry is his first look.
But here's
where's the disconnect? Is that not the quarterback's responsibility to use a talent like Odell?
Of course.
Yes. So that's I think it's going into, because a lot of the times you can't really fault a receiver because the quarterback is in charge of distributing the ball. And when you are given the talent, let's take a team that don't have the talent. You know, they would die for an Odell Beckham type talent. You get what I'm saying? And so it's
go get him now.
Well, the only turnoff is that if you pick him up, you have to pick that $7 million contract up. Now it's money.
No. Because I got the thing. What they did is they terminated the last 2 years of his contract, and since he cleared waivers, you don't have to pay that 7.25. He's an actual legit free agent right now, as in you go and negotiate a contract with him on new terms, new everything right now.
Have nothing to do with the prior team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing with the prior team.
Okay. Well, man, I mean, like, he may be on a prove-it year. I think teams are going to be skeptical still in the same. And I think this kind of made him, even though I don't think it was solely his fault, I think this kind of made him look a certain way. You know, it's always been talk around Odell. Even, you know, that's why the Giants shipped him off. And I don't think this helps that narrative. I don't necessarily believe the narrative is true, but I think this doesn't help it because now it looks like, oh, you know, Odell being a diva. His dad is doing all this stuff, and it made Baker look better. And then they turn around and they beat Cincinnati this past week, and he's throwing to DPJ again and throwing touchdowns, and it just makes it the narrative.
So Lamar, here are the details on the deal. The agreement reached between Odell Beckham and the Browns takes the remaining 2 years off the deal. He will be waived Monday. If claimed, the acquiring team would owe him $7.25 million. That is his amount through the waiver. But it's complicated. What happened is they took his contract for next year and they paid him 4.25. Get out the door. Whoever picks him up right now has to pay him 7.25 million.
Corey, that's not how that works. That 7.25 is contingency.
Here it is, bro, right here. But I'm telling you what you owe him 7.25.
It's contingent on if he was claimed off of waivers. He already cleared waivers. He is a totally 100% clean agent.
This is throughout it. You owe him 7.25 if you pick him up right now, and that's the holdup. Who has the cap room to pick up 7.25 in the middle of the damn year?
Corey, that's not the case. He's 100% free agent. And at this point,
anybody?
No, Corey, hear me out.
These people aren't lying.
He's right here. Odell Beckham has a price for what he thinks he's owed, and teams are not paying his price. He's 100% free agent, and no team is going to pick him up until he gets to a price point that they feel he's worth that. And until then, he's going to sit on the sideline.
Under the terms and conditions of the agreement, Baker cannot try to get termination pay in the final 2 years of his contract, which are not guaranteed or voided. If a team claims Beckham, they, not the Browns, are responsible for paying $7.25 million left on his contract for 2021. This is not a lie. This is not something that is just written just because out of spite. This is what you owe him if you sign him. There are teams that don't have the salary cap room in the middle of this season in 2021 to sign him for 7.25. Now, next year, he will be 100% off the hook and he can play. That 4.25 is nothing but an insurance policy for the Browns to say, get the fuck out of my goddamn locker room. That's all it is.
Hey,
you have to pay this 7.25 million.
Hey, real quick, we got LaCroix on the line, man. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, sound like you're in the subway.
Nah, I'm at work. Y'all know I be at work. I work around Jay.
Go ahead.
So the whole money owed to Odell or whatever is only if a team picked them up off waivers. But it was either yesterday or early today. Once the waivers clear and nobody claims them, ESPN broke that OBJ is now an unrestricted free agent. That means it's completely fresh slate, and whatever money Odell gets paid is whatever money he agrees to whatever team he signs with.
Right.
The Browns are cut completely clear off of Odell.
Yeah, they negotiated that. They negotiated that on the way out. And then you're right. I think at 4 p.m. today,
he cleared waivers.
So that makes him a free agent. So he signs like he's a free agent. So
there's no money owed to him at this point. If somebody would have claimed him off the waivers,
they'd have owed him that 7.25.
Then they would have owed him that 7.25.
Yeah.
But because nobody claimed him off waivers and he cleared that and became an unrestricted free agent, no money is owed to him unless it's the money that he negotiates a new contract with.
Right. So let me ask you this: so why you on the line? Why you on the line?
That's not the case.
Hold on. Why you on the line, Chris? What do you think about why him and Baker wasn't connecting? Because me, I think it was pretty much the quarterback didn't take that leadership role to say, hey, I want to make you the guy. I want to use you so that make this team better. And he didn't do that. He just act like Odell was another guy. And Lamar is on the other end thinking like, well, if Baker just wasn't, that he wasn't that stud no more. So how do you see it?
I feel like, because like I said in the comments, like, dude, after you watch the video, like Odell was open entirely too many times for Baker not to hit him or to hit him in stride. Like there was a lot of passes that were messed up, and it makes me think that it's a deeper issue. And I don't know if I commented or if I was about to comment, but I'm like, you got to look at who's more valuable to the Browns organization, Odell or Baker. Whichever one is not worth more is going to be the expendable one. You feel me? If there's an issue in the locker room, between your quarterback and your supposed wide receiver one, because when Odell came in, he was supposed to be wide receiver one. Jarvis was supposed to be the wide receiver two. That's how it was supposed to be. Odell got hurt, and ended up being some things, and I don't know if Baker just felt like Odell wasn't the same guy post-injury as he was pre-injury, and he just was like, Jarvis and Cooper and Njoku are my catchers. DPJ is my catcher, and I'm gonna hand it off to Hunt and Chubb, and then Odell, I'm gonna just catch you when I catch you. And maybe Odell didn't necessarily like I'm healthy, give me the ball. And then maybe it's like, you don't see it on the field on the sideline, but maybe it's like some issues in the locker room, like, yo, Baker, why are you not giving me the ball? I'm wide open. Instead of you passing it to me, you're forcing it in double coverage on the sideline. You're overshooting this guy. I'm here. I'm stopping my route and coming back to you.
That's a good point.
Something definitely happened between them two, man. I really don't think they personally like each other. And it's showing.
I don't think so either, man. And I think at the end of the day, like I said, who's more Baker was your franchise quarterback. You went in on this guy, you drafted him, you know what I'm saying? This is supposed to be, and then you went and got Odell, in free agency or whatever. Who's gonna be your cornerstone for the franchise? And this just showed that they still think that Baker is their cornerstone.
Hey, is it possible? Cause you remember when Tom Brady went on I want to say I Am Athlete and had that interview, and he was
was like when he told him, he was like, you went and chose this motherfucker over me.
Right. We never knew what quarterback that was, but we also know that Odell Beckham Jr. loves Tom Brady. He made a pair of cleats that said GOAT for him and gave it to him after a game.
And Baker was looking all side in front of the Baker, right? Yeah, he did that.
Like,
he did that.
Do you think Odell? Yeah. Do you think Odell went to?
That's kind of shitting on your quarterback.
Yeah,
it is.
Do you think Odell went to the GM trying to get a better quarterback and Baker found out? Because Baker holds grudges. Because you remember when Hugh Jackson, didn't start him over Tyrod, and he held that grudge. And when Hugh Jackson was with another team,
yeah.
Do you think it was something like that?
That could very well be the case. And I feel who's been, real quick, who's been in the league longer, Odell or Baker?
Odell.
They've been.
Yeah.
Odell.
So Odell got that veteran thing working for him, right?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me the team that we got in Cleveland, you got me, you got Jarvis, you got Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, you got a Donovan Peoples-Jones, Austin Hooper, David Njoku, and a crazy defense. You mean to tell me that the greatest quarterback of all time is leaving the Patriots and you not gonna try to go get him?
Oh Lord. Yeah.
Oh, if Baker, if Tom Brady is on that Cleveland team, they go undefeated and win.
Probably so. Let me ask you this, Lamar. Let me ask you this. Right now, before Odell Beckham Jr. was released, who was the weakest link on that offense?
Weakest link?
Yeah.
Probably Baker Mayfield, in my opinion.
Oh, no. Look, I would never disagree. Baker Mayfield, to me, has always been the issue on why the Cleveland Browns will never get to that hump.
Okay.
But to what Chris's point, which I think is a great point, you look at how when the Cleveland Browns going 11-5 last year, Odell wasn't there for majority of that, and then he wasn't there for the games that they played this year. He did play with them, but once you get that chemistry with Jarvis Landry, David Njoku, Austin Hooper, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and then you try to incorporate OBJ into that, that's not an easy thing to do.
So here's the thing though. Here's the thing. The last season that they played together, full season, was 2019.
Okay.
Odell went for 74, 10, 35, and 10 touchdowns. Jarvis Landry went for 82, 11, 47, and 9 touchdowns. They basically had the same numbers.
They had the same player.
2020, Odell got hurt early in the season because Odell was burning before he got hurt.
Yeah.
He was burning. Peoples-Jones comes into the equation, right? Who's another formidable receiver. And the thing about, and I always tell people this shit, man, and people don't listen to me, but I'm telling you, Peoples-Jones is a big target.
He is.
He's bigger than Odell and Jarvis Landry. He's easier to see. He's easier to see. You understand what I'm saying? Quarterback is going to look at what he can see, right?
So let me ask y'all this.
I'm listening.
Let me ask y'all this. I'm gonna play devil's advocate real quick. Jarvis Landry, the only reason why he's there is because of Odell.
Agreed.
But Jarvis was there before Odell.
Hold on. No, he wasn't. Jarvis. They got there the same year.
No. Jarvis was
They got there in 20. They got there in 2018.
Was he?
Jarvis was there a year before.
Was it?
Jarvis was already there.
Yeah. Jarvis got there in 2018. Let's see when Odell got there. Yeah, Odell got there in 2019.
Yep. Okay.
Jarvis probably put in the word to say, "Hey, Odell, LSU boys, let's run it back. Come on over, dog."
Yeah. But what's your chances of keeping Landry when his contract's over after you done did his boy like that?
See you later.
You either got to give him a real good nice bag, or you ain't even gonna have him either.
That's a good point.
Here's what I think. Here's what I think keeps Jarvis Landry. Because if somebody could look up how many years Jarvis Landry got left, while I'm about to say this, but it's not even going to be about the bag for Jarvis Landry. Honestly, if you don't switch out who's at quarterback, he's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing, and this is my question that goes back to the original statement that the original question that you asked. Who is more valuable to the organization? Baker Mayfield is not going to be the quarterback in Cleveland very much longer.
Hey,
I just don't see it.
I tell you right now, it's a couple of rookies and a couple of second-year quarterbacks that would have been a better option right now for that Browns team. Joe Burrow would have he would have been hitting Odell Beckham just the same way he hitting Chase. If he can hit a daggone rookie like that, I don't understand why Baker can't hit Odell. I just don't get it.
Let me tell you something, man.
Putting it in Odell's bread basket every game.
Yeah, he would.
That
man said he gonna put it in his bread basket.
Hey, real quick, Jarvis Landry ain't going nowhere. He's owed $15 million next year. He ain't going nowhere.
No, not next year. I'm talking about when his contract's up.
No, his contract's not up until 2023.
Okay. He's going in 23.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
You can't shit on my boy.
If the Browns don't get a new quarterback by the time Jarvis Landry goes into negotiations, he's as good as gone.
Yeah.
If they don't get a new quarterback by next season, Jarvis Landry ain't gonna do nothing but pull a Michael Thomas.
Oh, he might.
Speaking of which, I thought that if New Orleans can get Odell to agree to a real favorable contract, I think he'd go to New Orleans. Help them out on the offensive side, because you don't want to waste that Super Bowl defense, man. You don't want to waste that Super Bowl defense.
Hey, we got another caller, Mitch. What's up?
Now, y'all having this discussion and everything else. Everybody knows OBJ is a deep threat. He's a deep threat receiver.
Yeah,
so he will be a deep threat receiver regardless. If you're not going to send him to a team that has a quarterback that can throw the ball to him, regardless how you want to look at it, the Browns have became a short possession quarterback. Like that's their play. That's their system.
Yeah, run the ball, short passes.
We even brought it over to the Saints and was like, yo, right now, as far as Winston being out, but if Winston was in, OBJ would be perfect down here in the Saints, basically fan base, because he's a deep threat. Nobody in the NFL right now, other than Cincinnati, Bengals. I would even put Dallas up there in the fucking category for it. Like,
you know what? So with
defense,
saying that,
Dallas don't even.
That, no, with him,
I don't know where he fits in.
Hold on, because like that just made me think of something, man. The Rams just got rid of their deep threat and Deshaun Jackson.
Exactly, another one.
But here's the thing: do the Rams have enough money to sign him too?
That's the thing.
The Rams got buku money.
I don't know about buku. I don't know about buku.
Ain't heard buku.
I don't know about buku.
Hey, ain't heard buku in a long time.
I'm gonna tell you the perfect place for him to go. Like the best place for him to go if you want an offense is like that. The perfect place for him to go, it would never happen. But the perfect place for him to go would be to Arizona. They love that deep shit. That's what they like to do.
Ooh, that's not bad.
That would be really unfair. That
would be unfair.
That's a good point, Corey.
Bro.
That would be unfair.
Him in Arizona. Oh Lord.
That's a good point.
That's a cheat code at that point, though.
Yeah.
That would be unfair. That would be unfair because you got James Conner for next to nothing, and this dude is running 3 touchdowns a game, and then you got DeAndre Hopkins, and then you line that up. You line up AJ Green wide and put OBJ in the slot.
Hey, people don't even realize James Conner leads the league in touchdowns, yo.
Bro, that's the reason why I told y'all earlier. I think my dog is actually going to Seattle. Before the waiver, Seattle was offering him the money. Before the waiver.
That's interesting.
So hey, we got the money over here.
And Russ gonna get him the ball.
I still feel like, Seattle will cover that. He's gonna go to Seattle.
If he get connected with a Pro Bowl quarterback, they go show Cleveland how to use this man.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
If we go to Seattle, you know it's dead.
Get him the ball.
Let me ask
listen.
Back to the Arizona point, right? Back to the Arizona point. Arizona's not running 4 wide the whole game. So who they sitting down?
Kirk goes
AJ Green.
AJ
Green gonna have to sit down.
Yeah.
AJ Green gonna have to sit down.
AJ Green. We'll holler.
We will figure it out.
Hey, this how that conversation go start right here. They go get all them receivers in the room, and they go be like, "Which one of y'all want to go play running back?"
Hey,
Christian Kirk.
Fitzgerald be like, look, take my rep.
Yeah, look, they go throw up some film of the Falcons and Patterson and be like, look, watch this film and see how he converted the running back.
You can be the next Ty Montgomery.
Exactly.
So let me ask y'all this, man. Why don't y'all see him in Vegas? That's where I see him going.
Because they just got Deshaun Jackson.
I don't go to Vegas. Go to Vegas.
No, Vegas would be dope, but they just picked up Deshaun Jackson. I don't think they go do both.
Deshaun Jackson ain't a wide receiver 1 though.
He's not, but they're using him for the same thing.
Right now, Hunter Renfrow is your wide receiver 1. Matter of fact, it might be Waller.
Waller might be. Waller's your wide receiver 1. Yeah, I mean, Ruggs wasn't a wide receiver 1, no way. Waller was always the wide receiver 1.
That's true. Yeah,
but Ruggs was in a competition to be on receiver number 1 for Raiders for Las Vegas. He was in a competition for the run for it.
What's to say you don't go OBJ, Deshaun, Hunter Renfrow, and Waller at tight end with Josh Jacobs in the run?
You make a good point.
That's a good. What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong
with
it.
In Vegas too.
There's nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, if OBJ go there and if OBJ go to Vegas and he stay healthy, Vegas winning that division.
Agreed.
Vegas go win that division anyway.
Dave, Carr gonna fuck that up.
Vegas gonna win that just like I predicted. Just like I predicted.
That up. I'm telling y'all.
Who just said that? Who just said that? Is that Chris?
That's Chris.
Carr gonna fuck that up.
Thank you.
Well, look. Since we kind of edging that way anyway, let's go ahead and go into the let's recap week 9, man. I'll let Corey and Lamar, y'all take it away, please.
Week 9 was nothing but trap games. That's all I care about.
Hey, Hey, if you bet money, you lost money this week, dog.
Yeah.
Vegas run. Hey, the house made out, bro. They backed up the Brinks truck. They was like, "Yo, come on, we need our bread back, dog." But no, week 1 started off. Oh, sorry, my bad. Week 9 started off. You had the Jets and the Colts. Colts winning at 45-30.
Yeah. Taylor.
Colts almost fucked that game away.
No, that's all I gotta say, Taylor.
They really that dude they did almost mess it up, but hey, Jonathan Taylor is a man.
He's a problem.
That dude is a humongous problem. Huge problem.
Is Jonathan Taylor? We had this conversation in the group chat. Is Jonathan Taylor a top 3 running back in the league now?
Now?
Hockey.
No.
What you gonna do to argue against it? Top 5, definitely. Top 3 it's a conversation.
All right, get right now.
If we go right to it, we all gonna agree on Henry, right?
Yeah.
He's hurt.
Okay, so
he's hurt. He just got hurt. I'm gonna say with Henry because he's not showing a history of injury like CMC. So I'm gonna go ahead. Go ahead, Zoe. I agree with Henry.
All right. You can throw in if we talking about Camaras, we talking about the Chubbs, we talking about the CMCs. They're kind of all in that same.
Man, take CMC out of that right now.
Yeah, I will because he's
he ain't played. He ain't played before 4 games in 2 years.
Take him out of there.
Much.
He didn't play. So after that,
I'm gonna tell you. Dalvin Cook is the only one that I can think other than Derrick Henry that's better than Jonathan Taylor.
Dalvin Cook too light in the buns, man. Look,
Dalvin.
Hey,
listen, Dalvin is the quarterback in Minnesota.
Hey, that's true, but he's showing durability issues, though.
Yeah. He is because they use him too damn much.
He's Chris Johnson reincarnated, and it didn't last long.
What's up?
So, hold on, Corey. How you gonna totally gloss over Nick Chubb though?
Oh no, Nick Chubb. The only thing that's wrong with both of them running backs in Cleveland. I mean, hell, they the only reason Baker Mayfield still got a job.
Yeah, but Taylor is Nick Chubb with track speed.
Yes,
I'm putting Taylor ahead of Nick Chubb now.
Yes,
I'm putting Henry first, Taylor second.
Yeah, I'm with that, Mel.
I feel like this is a real big day
Aaron Jones
wedding type deal.
I get because
like
Chris,
I feel like this is a real day after the wedding type deal because how many games has Jonathan Taylor really had like this?
For 2 years, he's done it for 2 years now.
Since his
for a year and a half
season.
Yeah,
he's done it for a year and a half now.
Yeah,
I should know I had him in fantasy 2 years in a row.
He put a Pro Bowl running back on the bench.
Yeah, and he's about to get and he ain't getting no burn.
Well, Marlon Mack been an injury problem.
Well, the problem is that he got hurt and now he can't find a job.
And right now he's not hurt now. He's as healthy as a man with a penicillin popsicle. So
Cam Newton is too.
Clap on.
I'm trying not to laugh, bro. But this boy said a penicillin popsicle.
This man is crazy. I knew he was gonna be.
I would give y'all top 5, but not top 3.
I don't know, man.
I can't name 3 better.
I problem.
I can't name 3.
And somebody said Taylor over Kamara. I mean, Kamara is Alvin Kamara. I mean, he don't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? He can definitely catch the ball out of the backfield, and he can run the ball too. But Jonathan Taylor does everything, and he does it with 10-300 speed.
Mm.
And he's look how physical. Like he is a complete running.
He's
back.
A complete back.
He's
complete back.
Yeah.
We don't really see that anymore.
I'll say this, man, because that was the Jets. If he does the same shit against somebody with an incredible defensive line, then I'll be like, okay.
What else you need to see from him? What else do you need to see from this man?
He's been doing it.
Hey, Corey, what else you need to see, bro?
I don't know, man. He's been doing it all year. He's been doing it to everybody.
I don't know.
I know you don't think it's Carson Wentz winning them games.
Listen, listen. I know about Jonathan Taylor, man, but like his name ain't ring bells to this game.
No, that's not true. His name rung bells when he was at Wisconsin. Come on, let's stop.
Come on, you're not watching football, then, bro. Don't do that.
Come on, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 500-yard games.
I get the point. I can get the point.
Okay.
Last year game has always been ringing, but until this point, what we talking about? Like, until this point,
hey,
breakout game
listen. Last year, 232 for 1,169 yards and 11 touchdowns. Caught 36 passes for 299 and a touchdown. This year he's at 140, but he's already at 821. He's 5.9 yards a carry, 8 touchdowns. Got 23 catches for 293.
Bro, he's on pace for 1,600 rushing yards. Stop playing with this man. He's on pace with this man.
So hold on. It's safe to say that this year is
I think last year, as you come into the season as the number 2 back, you have to take over the number 1 back and rush for 1169. I think that's your break. I think
he only started 13 games. He didn't even play.
I think that's even over there. Like
I think that's your breakout, man.
Pay that man.
Yeah, he's whatever that year is. I don't know when it is. What is the second year in the league?
Second year.
Yeah, it's the second year. That's his rookie year. He rushed for 1169.
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I'm a little salty because he fucked us up in Detroit last year.
Hey, come on! If anybody knows how to let shit go, it's you, LaCour. Let that shit go, bro.
I can't let it go, bro. Somebody made a meme saying, "Listen." Somebody made a meme saying we lost to the bye week. I'm hurt.
Yeah. What was the next game, Lamar?
Next game, you got Cleveland Browns 41, Bengals 16.
Surprise.
No. Was that more about Odell's departure, or was that more that Chubb returned?
No, it was about that Chubb returned and balled out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I mean, because Baker,
we're on the same page.
Baker Mayfield was 14 of 21 for 237. I mean, he had a normal Baker Mayfield game.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor could have done
exactly. Hold on. Let's hold on for all this shit. Because if you take that 60-yard touchdown from DPJ out of there, he had a terrible game.
Yeah, he had a terrible game.
That's true.
Below average. You're right.
It's true. That's a Baker Mayfield game.
Typical.
Yeah. We can mask it. Yeah, we can mask it with one big play and make it look good. But who you got next, Lamar?
You got Denver Broncos 30, Dallas Cowboys 16.
Ooh, I guess we're gonna talk about this.
Corey, where you at?
The same place you're gonna be when we talk about the Rams game. The same place. Anyway, and your boy Matt Stafford. The same place.
They were.
The same place. The Rams are too. Anyway, like I said, with the Cowboys, man, and I was talking to, you know what I'm saying, with people, you know, just back and forth, man, they looked horrendous. They looked terrible. Dak looked horrible, missing wide open receivers. Amari Cooper dropping passes. Zeke was the only one. I mean, the first drop of the season. Zeke looked decent, you know what I mean? But whatchamacallit was getting beat on routes. Trayvon Diggs was getting beat. They just looked out of sync.
Do you think that's more like do you think that's more just of a chemistry issue?
No, I think it's one of them things where we don't really need to worry about Denver because we're gonna beat them anyway. Your defensive coordinator is taking this week extremely personal because they play the Falcons and he wants to have a big game. I think it's one of them things where we ain't worried about Denver. We're gonna beat them anyway. And Teddy Bridgewater came in there and whooped their ass.
Man, Denver exposed y'all, man. They've been
Denver. What did they expose? They didn't expose anything.
They exposed y'all nakedness.
The only thing they did was expose the defense. They went on the simple things with y'all.
Yeah, they just ran the ball up the middle.
Man, they came in there and said, "I want to see what's under that skirt." and they showed the whole world.
Oh my God!
And he said, they said Biggie setting the hurt was under that skirt. Slow down, son. You kill
I think that is. But I think that it's one of those games. I think it's one of those games where you come to a point in the crossroads where you got to wake the hell up. You can't you're not just gonna walk in the stadium and win because you're the Dallas Cowboys, because a 4-4 team will come here and whoop your ass.
Hey, Dak was pressing. Dak was pressing.
Right, he was pressing everything.
Years though.
Yeah,
I think that was a game.
We
I mean, definitely.
Y'all ain't gonna come in here and just.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
that was a game.
Now y'all haven't done it all season. That's the type of stuff y'all was doing last season and the season before. And remember earlier this season, I was like, Dallas, they're not doing it anymore, and I think that's a good sign, And they just got to make sure that they don't fall back in that habit of doing it. But they got it. They got it spoiled. It was cheek season out there.
Mel.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones was on the sideline.
Just bad look.
That's a bad sign.
I'm tired of that little old man out there with that little black Gap trench coat he be wearing. That little
with a clipboard, bro.
Yeah.
With a clipboard. He was throwing plays.
Let me get my ass down there.
Hey, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm waiting for Mike McCarthy to coach y'all some football games, man. I'm waiting for it.
He hasn't cost them football games off sheer talent alone this year, but he has made some stupid ass decisions in football games.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm waiting for it.
Listen, as good as y'all look, Corey, man, I'm scared that is going.
There's 11-year-olds on Madden.
I mean, to me, and we'll get to that game in a second. Like, I was surprised by the Cowboys and how flat they came out, but you never in the world could have told me that Buffalo was going to come out and score 6 points.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's you at that point of the season, though. You don't know who's going to do what. I mean, you know who the good teams are, but at the end of the day, this season is full of parity, man. Like, it's some teams that are winning games that they had absolutely no business winning. And, it's just ridiculous. But I'm worried about the Cowboys because, this is the narrative that they spin that they'll do good and then they'll blow it. But it's not even about that with me. I think the personnel is fine. I just want, Mike McCarthy, man. I want him to not be the reason. You get what I'm saying?
Get out the way. Just get out the way.
The reason we screw this up, bro.
let your offensive and defensive coordinator do their thing, right? And you just stay out the way.
Yes.
You be a game manager. You call the timeout. They're supposed to
get your ass. Somebody sitting up somewhere and telling you call timeout.
I don't feel like Dallas is this is the start of a typical Dallas fuck up. And as much as I hate Dallas, I think it was just a game that they needed to lose, and they needed to lose at this point in the season.
Yeah.
I think it's an ego check. Like, you motherfuckers ain't that good.
Yeah,
like, y'all better chill the fuck out.
Beat y'all. It's teams out here ready to beat y'all.
Yeah. Show up.
However, they did say that there's 11-year-olds on Madden with better time management than Mike McCarthy.
and you know what? I would say that's true because my son is 10 and he definitely has better time management than Mike McCarthy on Madden.
Well, y'all silly.
All right, you got Dolphins 17, Houston 9.
Hated it.
Yeah,
that was a shit bowl.
Tyrod. Yeah, Tyrod's first game back and it looked like it.
What bowl game was that? The toilet bowl?
That was the
shit bowl of the week.
All right, you got Atlanta Falcons winning 27-25 over the Saints.
Oh,
go ahead, talk your shit, Zo. Talk your shit, Zo.
You know what? I would talk that talk because it's no win that I like.
We're gonna have a problem on this podcast tonight.
Gang.
Hey, Zo, y'all in playoff contention. I didn't even think that was possible this year.
Bro, gang, Zo.
We would be in there, and that's crazy to me. Number one, it's crazy to me. We would be in there if the playoffs started today. But if anybody knows the Falcons, we had a 24-6 lead. 24-6 lead in the fourth quarter with 10 minutes left, and they scored 16 points in 7 minutes to take the lead. If it wasn't for a Matt Ryan throwing a bomb to Patterson, then we would have lost that game too. still a lot of work left to be done, but any day is a good day when you beat the Saints.
Who would have ever thought Cordero Patterson was actually good?
He's having the best year of his career now.
I was just about to ask you, Zoe.
And he like in his 11th year.
Who was the Falcons MVP this season?
Nobody knows. They're gonna say Matt Ryan.
It's Patterson.
It's Cordell.
It's definitely Patterson.
It's Patterson. This man has played every offensive skill position there is. He lined up behind center one time.
He's the Jamaican of the football field.
Matt has played a solid year, especially considering our O-line. But Cordell Patterson is our leading rusher. He's our leading receiver right now, and he probably be has best dressed and probably most likely to succeed. And
he probably play linebacker too.
That was our fifth string quarterback, Zoe.
Yeah. Trust me. We should have won if we were a good team. I know. Listen, I am okay with where the Falcons are right now. I am honest.
Bro, that was impressive. Y'all went down in New Orleans and took that game, bro.
I know you're not.
I am, man.
I know you're not okay.
Listen.
Okay.
Y'all can say what y'all want about Matt Ryan, and I don't want to be the dead horse, but I'm gonna go back. If Matt Ryan was in Cleveland right now, they would be doing better.
I agree.
That's just my opinion. Baker Mayfield is really he's really not that dude, man.
Is he in the top out of starting quarterbacks? What does Baker rank for y'all?
25th, 26th.
26th.
You said
out of all the starting quarterbacks, Baker is middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack.
All right.
Middle of the pack.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Hold on. Real quick.
Out of 32.
31.
Jared Goff is 32.
Real quick. Baker Mayfield, a car.
Car. Easily.
Yeah. Car.
That's not even a question.
Yeah,
that's not even close.
What you meant to ask? No, this is what you meant to say. You meant to say Baker Mayfield or Fitzmagic.
And you still got to think about it.
You do.
Mel. Is it for one game or is it for a season? Because if it's one game, I'm taking Fitzmagic.
I might agree with you for one game.
Hey, Baker Mayfield or Zach Wilson.
Baker.
Zach
Wilson.
Nah, give me Baker. Zach Wilson.
Nah,
Zach Wilson can fling that thing.
I don't care. I'm taking Baker over.
He's taking a beating though.
Baker Mayfield or Mike White?
Mike White.
Mike White.
Give me Mike White.
Mike White.
Mike White came out there was bringing that thing in the Jets uniform.
Hey.
2 games in a row.
Hey, real quick. Side note about Mike White. Somebody won $125,000 because they put him as the week's leading pass.
Yes.
I ain't trying to hear about nobody good fortune. Hey, last one. Last one. Baker Mayfield or blind first round pick? Do you only know who the quarterback is?
Blind first round pick.
I'm taking the pick. I'm taking my chances.
If it's last year's draft, I'm definitely taking the
pick. Yeah,
I'm taking the pick.
I'm taking Ryan Gosling and remember the Titans over Baker Mayfield.
Oh, good.
Tim Tebow, Baker Mayfield.
All right, let's get through it. Let's get through these games.
He got Giants 23, Raiders 16.
No, that was a shocker.
I think it's just
that was a game that the Raiders needed to lose.
I think the Raiders' head is elsewhere too. I don't think it was on the game.
I agree. I think that has more to do with offense.
They got a lot of shit going on.
They got a lot going on, man. A lot.
Yeah, man.
Out of that 2020 draft, they only have one player still from that draft. Everybody else is gone.
That is crazy.
Anytime your quarterback is crying at a press conference, and it's not funny. Like he was serious. He was like, if he need a friend, he's like, I'm gonna be there for him. You know what I mean? But he had tears in his eyes. That's tough. I mean, that just show you how your dumbass decisions affect more than just yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it R. Kelly crying or was it like
no? It just a couple of tears, big dog.
They killing me, man.
Boy, y'all so stupid, man.
Oh my god. Yeah. Raiders definitely got some issues. Some issues they need to iron on. They need to iron them out.
All right, you got New England Patriots 24, Carolina 6.
Hated it.
Time to get rid of Sam Darnold.
Training timeout. Did y'all see Robbie Anderson? The way he was talking to Sam Darnold on the sideline.
He went off.
He was talking to that man like he ain't had no family.
Bro.
Like ain't no way you can do that to me on national TV and my son got to see that. I mean, that ain't happening.
Hey, Robbie did it like he stole his chick. And grabbed his plate of chicken.
I'm gonna say this, man. When I found out that Sam Darnold was going to Carolina, I wasn't sold. A lot of people was like, "Oh, give him a chance. Carolina got a way better team than the Jets do," and I'm like, if he's missing what he had in New York, I'm pretty sure he's still gonna miss what he got in Carolina.
Yeah.
And now Sam Darnold is who we thought he was.
If I'm
turnovers and injuries, that's his MO, and he's hurt.
If I'm not mistaken, Mel, every time we bring up Sam Darnold, I tell you he led the FBS in turnovers.
Yeah,
Corey said it when he got drafted that he just didn't believe in that dude.
FBS. That is Division I, Division II, that's junior college. Junior college football down the street at damn Southwestern College in San Diego. He led all of them in turnovers.
Yeah. He had a good 3 games to start the season off. He was trying.
I thought he had it figured out.
I don't even listen. I don't even think he had a good 3 games. Carolina's defense was fucking crazy.
It was.
Yeah. It was.
It was.
And they actually still good.
Defense.
That defense is still good.
Number 1 defense for the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, but just think about this though. The rookie that they lost will be back next season.
DJ Bouye?
No. The other one. They lost Horn, right?
Yeah, they lost JC Horn.
Yeah, they lost Horn. So Horn and the one you just named, Boulay. I know that ain't his name. I know his name now. But him. Horn and they just signed Gilmore. That secondary about to be slapping, bro.
And they traded for Henderson, who was Jacksonville's best corner at that time.
Sure enough, yeah.
You know who would make that team? You know who would make that team better?
Who that?
Okay, here's the question again. There you go. That's one.
Oh,
here's the question again. Baker Mayfield, or what you got in Carolina right now?
PJ Walker. Give me PJ Walker.
Give me Cam Newton. Give me Cam Newton. Just swallow your pride and say Cam was wrong. We tried Teddy Bridgewater. We tried linebacker face quarterback Sam Darnold, and it ain't working. He do got a linebacker face, don't he?
He do got a big brick face, man.
He kind of has a big brick face, dog. He kind of Frankenstein head there, you know.
Yeah.
Somebody said Sam Darnold look like a Lego police officer.
Man, give me.
He does look like a Lego police officer.
Yo, chill, y'all, chill. Chill.
All right, on that note, man, we'll move
on. Like Corey mentioned earlier, Buffalo Bills 6, Jacksonville Jaguars 9. Just turnovers, man. Turnovers.
That was so ugly. That was an
ugly game. Oh my god, that was ugly. And especially from the highest scoring offense, man, in Buffalo.
Yeah. Urban Meyer needed to win a game to see the rest of the season through.
Oh yeah.
You think he was on the verge of getting fired?
Don't they have 3 wins now?
They got 2.
2. Hey, Jackson. Hey, that's better than I thought they was gonna do.
Yeah.
Anytime you bring Tim Tebow in for a trial to tight end, you sorry as hell.
Poor Sunshine, man. You go give me a rookie head coach.
I'm gonna say this. I feel like Travis Etienne going down really kind of
because he was gonna be a big part of that offense.
Real key piece. He was gonna be a real key piece. I mean, they wouldn't have been playoff bound, but I mean, they would have been a whole lot better than what they are.
Can somebody please tell me what's wrong with Travis Etienne? What happened?
He had a Achilles.
He has it wasn't Achilles, or I know he had some kind of weird foot thing.
Yeah, he broke his foot.
it's a foot thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He broke his foot in training camp, and it fucked him up for the rest of the season.
Is it like a Yao Ming foot thing, or you know what I'm saying? Like what is it?
They called it his name is named after a doctor. I think they called it what is
Liz
it called?
Frank.
Lance Frank fracture. Okay, so that's what a bone. That is a Yao Ming thing.
It's the same.
Yeah.
That's scary.
It's the same thing Derrick Henry got. It's the same thing Derrick Henry got.
No, they didn't say Derrick Henry had the Liz Frank.
It's the outside of the pinky toe, right? There's a fracture in the bone right there. It's the same thing Derrick Henry got.
That's Yao Ming. That's that Yao Ming thing.
That's scary.
And the reason why it's such a problem for running backs is because on your change of direction, you land on the outside of that foot a lot.
You do. You cut so much.
You know somebody who got their career ended from broken foots, and they broke the first time they broke it every year for 3 straight years, and that was Greg Olsen. No, Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen. I'll watch games and see him plant, and they'll be like, oh, he'll limp out. They'll be like, oh shoot, I hope it's not his foot again. He just kept breaking it. The same foot, man. That's frustrating.
But what's called you right though, Lamar, talking about Deion just had a surgery on his foot, and he had to stay in the hospital because he got infected.
Yeah. He
Deion got hammer time, boy. He got some ugly ass.
Yeah, he do. Every time he posts pictures, I'm like, please, bro, I love you, but don't.
But do you know why his feet are like that though? He wore his cleats a size too small because he said they looked too big in like what he wanted to wear, so he would wear them a size too small.
Ain't no way. I can't even wear my socks too small.
All right, next up, you had the Baltimore Ravens winning in overtime 34-31 over Minnesota.
Lamar for MVP.
That was a good game.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Without Justin Tucker, the Ravens aren't a playoff team this year.
Agreed.
That's just like saying, hey,
he's won them 2 games this year.
But he's part of the team, though. Like,
of course,
come on, man.
He's doing his job. I'm just saying he's doing his job, but I'm saying I see Chris's point. But he's doing his job.
Okay, so
give the kicker some credit.
Okay, so without New England's kicker, how many Super Bowls does Tom Brady got?
Oh, it's 2 less.
Absolutely.
Or 3.
Maybe 3.
Yeah,
if Russell Wilson just handed down about the Marshawn Lynch, that's 1 less too.
Yeah, and if they wouldn't have stole Atlanta's playbook at the Super Bowl, then that's 4 less.
Well, that boy is trying to take all the Time Brady Super Bowl. Go ahead, man.
If the tuck rule wasn't, if that daggone Charles Woodson sack would have been ruled a fumble like it should have been, then that's 4 less.
It's 5 less.
5 less.
All right, next up, we got the Los Angeles Chargers.
If Deflategate wouldn't crap on the Rams, that's 6 less.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Let's go.
I tried to, bro. I tried to. Hey, so we got the Los Angeles Chargers, 27. Philadelphia Eagles, 24.
The Chargers.
Tom Brady just went from being the GOAT to Nick Foles
in one Melvin phrase. Tom Brady's Nick Foles.
The only Super Bowl I'm giving him credit for is Tampa Bay.
Oh my!
That man got 1 Super Bowl in my book.
Let's go. Anyway, what's called played a good game. Justin Herbert didn't throw a pick at the end of the game to cost him. Good job.
Hey, Jalen Hurts didn't look too bad neither.
Jalen Hurts been looking good all year.
Yeah, they gave them a game.
I'm 7-2 because of Jalen Hurts. He been my starting quarterback all year.
Y'all give Jalen
one of my leagues.
Y'all better give Jalen his credit.
Oh no, I rocks with Jalen. My issue is I don't think the Eagles organization is rocking with him. They not giving him no support. Why would you trade away Zach Ertz in not even midway of the season? It was like quarter of the season. You trade him away.
Zach wanted out of there because he wanted out of there from the summertime.
Yeah, he wasn't the main tight end no more.
No, and I get that.
But he feels some love.
But he was still getting touchdowns in Philly. Jalen Hurts was finding them. So my thing is
he getting passes.
Man, you took a weapon away from Jalen Hurts. That doesn't do him no good.
But now he getting passes and touchdowns. Just saying. Because Kyler Murray said, "I know where you at, big dog."
Here you go.
I feel you.
Boy, y'all are silly.
Just another. I mean, all right. Arizona Cardinals 31, San Francisco 17.
Without Murray and without Hopkins.
San Francisco is exactly who we thought they were.
A tree.
Hey, I'm done with San Francisco, bro.
Man, I'm done with them too. I thought they was gonna be good. Garoppolo is trash. It's over. It's done.
So you walking back your
I told you I was wrong about that.
Okay, all right.
San Francisco.
That's how
San Francisco.
That's why I love her.
San Francisco is not who we thought they were.
Thank you. I'm
done. I'm done with them. Fuck.
Flatline.
We finally got it, dog.
On their bad take, there was a life support. That man.
Hey, I thought that division. I thought that both of those West divisions were gonna be the best divisions in football, and they're not.
Boy, Mel, dog.
They're not.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought the NFC West was gonna be crazy too, but then
I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be crazy.
Well, it turns out that the AFC, what is it? The AFC North and what is it? AFC
I don't understand. I don't understand why it's so funny. Like Mel was finally right about one thing in a football tape, and all of a sudden it's funny. Like I don't get it.
That's why he brought it up.
Exactly. He was finally right about something. And now he's like, shit, I'm gonna take full advantage of this motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Hey, but at the beginning of the season, you couldn't tell me that San Francisco wasn't gonna be good. You couldn't.
I mean, I kind of
agree with you.
I kind of did.
You did. Yeah, and you were the only one that was. You were wrong, but you were right. Like you made a comment way out in left motherfucking field, and I was like, "Come on, man, you sound stupid," but you was actually right. It's the only thing you've gotten right all season,
bruh. I can't.
For real.
Hey. Listen, I feel like Corey don't have a problem with being wrong. He got a problem with being wrong to Mel.
Yeah,
that's exactly what
absolutely.
That's
exactly
what it is, man.
You are right.
Hey, that man will not give me no credit. Credick.
I ain't giving Mel shit.
Hey, Mel. Here's the next game. I ain't messing with y'all, man. We need to finish these games. Sunday night game: Tennessee Titans 28, Rams 16.
It was cheek season. It was cheek season. Hey, look,
Cheeks was out.
Yeah.
He said, "Here go Corey."
Don't say the car was topless. You just say the titties was out. That's what it was, man. Them boys came out on that field butt naked, man.
Hey, you know what they did?
Let me go ahead and play this first. Play this first. I don't know where that defensive line for the Titans came from. They must have just bought them, imported them from another country or somewhere, because they wasn't there all season.
Well,
is
this Cass?
So Chris,
what's a revenue service?
I'm not finna dog nobody. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I told y'all that line in LA ain't that great. It's not. And
the O-line?
Tennessee just showed y'all that.
The O-line?
Yes. And the second thing is that they played them the way that I always say play the Rams, and nobody seems to do it. All they did was stop the 5-yard out. That's it.
Okay, so if you the Rams coach, you go back in the film and be like, hey, look, they might have the blueprint to beat us, man. What do we do different now?
How do you adapt?
Run a 10-yard out.
Stop trying to get the thinking done. You listen.
why that's so funny. It was perfect. All right, man.
Go to 10. Hello?
5-yard outs. What's next?
Hey, Corey's face was straight.
So,
like he meant that shit. He meant that shit, dog.
Ain't hard.
So
it ain't hard.
I'm gonna say this.
Bro sitting with a straight face, bro.
Oh man,
the Rams,
go ahead, Chris.
The Rams got to understand that like they don't have Jared Goff back there. You have a quarterback who can get out the pocket and still make plays.
Who can get out the pocket?
Who? Matthew Stafford.
Boy.
Chris, you are trying to make what I said happen. If you get him out the pocket, you are going to get him killed. Don't kill him.
No, listen. Matthew Stafford is a great pocket passer. Great pocket passer.
He's a great pocket passer.
When he's in trouble, he can still get out and make plays. I'm not saying he can run for a first down all the time like Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes, nothing like that. But he can shift the defense and make plays downfield outside the pocket.
Possibly, but like Corey said, his bones are made out of government cheese, and you don't want him out there running.
No, they're not.
Okay.
No, they're not.
I wouldn't risk it.
One of the most durable quarterbacks in this league, and I'll go about that.
I agree with that. Let me tell you, I agree with that. But at the same time, his injury history suggests that it's probably best if he stays inside that pocket.
Chris, trying to make it. You trying that 5-yard out is good. That's why I said just go to 10. Just move it to 10.
Hold on.
Take 2 more steps back and move it to 10. Keep him healthy.
Hold on.
This is what it sounds like if he leave the pocket.
Listen, Corey. Listen. I want y'all to name me. I want y'all to list Matthew Stafford's injury history right now. In the 12 years he's been in the league, list his injury history.
I mean, his whole career in Detroit was an injury. His heart was
cast.
That's false.
No, he don't miss
cast. Listen to this. Listen.
He don't miss a lot of games.
Listen, hold on. Rookie year, dislocated shoulder, still threw a touchdown, game-winning touchdown.
He did, and then he missed 4 weeks.
Listen, hold on. Listen. Okay. And then he played. That's a dislocated shoulder. I mean, what the fuck you gonna do about that?
You get it dislocated. How did he get it dislocated?
He did not miss a game.
How did he get it dislocated?
What?
He left the pocket. He left the pocket.
No, he didn't. Oh, he didn't. But it wasn't like
he
crazy.
did.
It wasn't crazy.
He did. He did.
Did you see the hit?
Yeah.
Did you see the hit?
Yes.
Corey, if you.
But that's illegal.
Corey,
that hit is illegal.
You dislocating your shoulder.
Absolutely.
If you get like that, Corey, you get a dislocated shoulder.
Absolutely. 100%.
But listen. But hold on. So let me land right.
All right.
He had what? He had a couple of finger issues, but that was like lineman hitting his fingers and shit. But he did not miss the game. And his performance. Hold on. Listen, because y'all not about to disrespect Matthew Stafford. All right. He played. Listen, he played with dislocated fingers, and quarterbacks are sat down for less, right or wrong.
Yes. I
agree.
And he still performed. He still performed incredibly. Listen, hold on. He still performed incredibly with those dislocated fingers. With the team that he had.
Listen, nobody's saying that.
The biggest
look
injury.
Look at this motherfucker putting on all these hats.
Hold on. The biggest injury in Matthew Stafford's career was his back surgery. And that was the most games he's ever missed.
I agree.
Okay.
Which is
for you to say that Matthew Stafford is built of glass is absolute horseshit.
He's a Coke bottle. He's a Coke bottle.
I mean, say glass. I say government cheese.
Just because he's a Coke bottle and the bottle is chipped, don't mean you ain't gonna drink from it. It's still a Coke. It's just a broken bottle.
No, you can't drink from broken glass. It get in your throat.
I was like, wait, hold up, Corey. Where you going, dog?
Hey, man. Hey, man. Yeah.
This game.
No, reel it back in, bro.
I will. But did Tennessee was Tennessee's offense not surprising to y'all without Derrick Henry?
Yes. Well, Ryan Tannehill
I thought
is me. But I think that he played as good as he could possibly play. That defense was great, and he did screw it up.
Yeah,
he's a pretty decent game manager.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised at the offense, but I would be surprised if they kept it up multiple games like that.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Hey, hold on, real quick. Can I say one thing that pissed me off about that game?
Another thing? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
It's been pissing me off all year. I've been watching all the games, and I've been watching the bullshit flags and shit. Right? There was a play when Ryan Tannehill was out the pocket. Aaron Donald was on his ass.
Yes.
Aaron Donald went into his tackling motion before Ryan Tannehill even threw the ball.
I remember that play.
All he did was give him a two-hand shove. Why is that roughing the passer?
I don't know.
Because Aaron Donald almost killed him with that two-hand shove.
No, he did. You talking about the one?
He pushed him from the 50. He pushed him from the 50-yard line all the way over to the other bench. Like he pushed the shit out of him.
He flew. The one I saw by the sideline.
No, this was right there by the hash mark. Yeah.
Well, no, he got one on the sideline as well, out of bounds, and he barely touched him.
Yeah,
that was
it
was a lot. It was some bad calls. It was some bad calls.
It was some bad.
Well, speaking of bad calls, this game had a lot of bad calls. You got Chicago Bears losing 27 to the Steelers 29.
They robbed them boys. They robbed them.
Yeah.
Listen, if this game is any indication, the Steelers are going to implode somewhere here shortly because the referees kept them in that game.
Yeah,
there's no way in here. And then even with that fact, right, Justin Fields was still able to go down and the first time I've seen lead a game-winning drive.
He was balling.
In my eyes, that was a game-winning drive.
It was.
He won him the game.
Yeah, he did.
Bro, the refs took a touchdown off the board from them, bro. They took a touchdown off the board because of that phantom block. The lineman didn't even touch him. So the rule is if he engages with him on the lower extremities and it's in that tight end box, it's an illegal block. But he didn't even touch him.
Anytime you see that Jimmy Peralta dude, whatever his name is, the referee that they always have on, right? Anytime you hear him say, "You got me," I don't see it. Anytime you hear him say that, like, it's bullshit. And he said that shit like 4 times last night. I didn't see it. I don't know what to tell you.
Bruh,
he was trying to explain the horrible call on the taunting penalty, right? Where was the taunt? He was like, well, it wasn't here because I'm listening.
So if the referee doesn't hip check Cash's march, does he throw that flag?
No,
he was looking for that.
He looked dead right at him and then threw his head
on his flag.
He was ready to throw it.
Yes.
He waited.
You backed into him. The dude made a legitimate motion with his arm to try to go around him. He did. And he backed right up into him and he threw the flag.
So let me ask y'all this, because there's 2 things that I see wrong with that whole situation. If a player hits an official, they automatically thrown out the game, get suspended. They gone. But they got to do something about this ref. You can't just be hip thrusting into dudes like that. Like, come on,
you can't.
You got to police it. You got to police it.
You can't hip thrust and then make a penalty that cost the team a game.
It cost the
That's the same thing. That's the same thing that Cassius Marsh said in his fucking interview afterwards. He was like, "Come on now, like if we go and touch a ref, we tossed out, we getting fined, we probably getting suspended. But why is it the referee initiates the contact and it's nothing?"
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, I thought it was a BS, but the flag was for something else, though, right? The flag was for
the flag was for taunting.
No.
Yes, the flag was for taunting.
Right? So Cassius had got a sack. A crucial sack on 3rd down, which was brought up to punter from 4th down.
4th and 18.
The Bears would have got the ball back. The Bears
with the lead,
the ball back with with 1 or 2 timeouts. I think they had like a timeout left.
The Bears already had the lead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was the drive that they needed in order to kick the field goal to win it. You're right. The Bears did have the lead.
So
the Bears had the lead.
So Cassius got the sack. You know, he pumped up, he fired up, right? And
there was little
he was
karate
like,
kick shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he did that, which is fine. You do that, which is fine. Whatever. He started kind of like jogging over. It looked like jogging over towards the Pittsburgh sideline, but he didn't even make it past the hash mark closest. And
but they showed his face. They showed his face, and he didn't say a word.
He didn't say a word.
No, and he didn't say nothing, and he wasn't even looking at the punter because the punter was the one that was coming on the field and was closest to him. He didn't even look at the punter. They did an arrow. His face mask was pointed the left
towards the sideline.
Was coming from the right, and the punter was coming from the right.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's backing up and coming back, and he turns around. There's the ref. He sees the ref. He makes the move to avoid the ref, and the ref hip checks him and
then throws the flag. Hey, so let me ask y'all this, and that's my second issue I had with that game last night. So where's the line at on what is taunting? So the Steelers, Cam Hayward gets the interception. Him and the whole defense runs to the end zone 40 yards, slide.
So check this out.
And then you got players coming off the sideline that weren't even on the field of play joining it. How's that not taunting?
This out though. But check this out though. They get paid for those pitches.
The NFL been doing that for a couple of years now. You get an interception or a fumble, and the players roll dead. After that, the whole team runs into the end zone. That's okay. That's not taunting. But the NFL said taunting was this year is excessive celebration directed to or in the face of an opposing player. Or doing that shit like what Jalen Ramsey did to
that's
AJ
playing semantics,
Brown,
man.
when he put his finger in AJ Brown face mask. That's taunting after a play, right? That's what's considered taunting in the league now. However, like you said, Cassius didn't do none of that. He didn't look at the dude. He didn't speak to the dude, and he went about his business afterwards.
I didn't like it, man. That was a horrible call.
That's why.
And Chris,
the rule needs to be revised.
Yes, and that's what I was about to say, because your definition of what the NFL is considering taunting is it's being pretty much subjective. You having these referees in a moment being subjective, making a call and throwing penalties.
How do I feel right now?
Because I play ball. I'm pretty sure y'all play ball too. You seeing a whole squad coming off the sideline and the whole defense going to the end zone. I'ma still feel some type of way about that. At some point in time, I'ma still feel like you taunting me. Like the game ain't over and y'all acting like y'all won the game. They're trying to define the line of taunting, and to me, there's like it's not. Yeah, it's too easy.
You're right.
Yeah, you allowing certain things and you not allowing other things. I don't get it.
The thing that's crazy to me is the fact that just only a few years ago was Aqib Talib not snatching niggas' chains off their neck.
He was snatching Crabtree's chain right off his.
Yeah.
He said, "Give me that chain," and then he tried to do it again, and it started a fight.
Yep. So how did we go from people snatching jewelry off your neck to now I'm not even looking in your direction and I'm getting assaulted? Like,
I can't look at you.
I don't know, but hey, we're in that. Was that the last game for week 9?
Yeah, that was the last game.
All right, let's go. Let's get into I don't know what happened to Corey, but let's get into what's going on with the Lakers, man. Finally get to discuss some NBA, man. We ain't been talking NBA for a little while, so we'll talk about a little bit of the Lakers situation right now. And you got AD has been hurt every other game. He's had to leave for something. LeBron has been hurt twice. He's out for a couple of weeks with the abdominal strain. And Westbrook is trash.
I said all this shit before the season even started. They made all these moves. It wasn't going to amount to nothing. And it's showing exactly that. It's just a bunch of all-star talent names thrown together real quick. It's like we need a championship now.
What do you see basketball wise on the floor?
No cohesion. None. It looks like a last minute pickup game to 15 at the rec with a bunch of dudes trying to get some run in.
So
yeah, but I mean, I hate that they had to do this. I hate that they had to do this because it was like, okay, oh man, Bron is getting together all these names and it sounds great. You know what I'm saying? On paper, it even looks great because you recognize, oh, that's Rondo. Oh, that's Bron. Oh man, they went and got Westbrook. They got Trevor Ariza. They went and got Avery Bradley for defense. They got this and they have man. Nobody on that team, with the exception, I think, of AD, is in their prime. I think the best basketball is behind all of them. And I think that in order for them to be serious contenders, they need Anthony Davis. And you can't depend on him to stay healthy.
Trade the whole damn team.
Listen, hey,
trade the whole damn team.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this, and I gotta go back to work real quick. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go back to work. But like, the scary part about it is like the Lakers were supposed to be that team.
Yep.
But the fact that the Warriors are that team without Klay Thompson and James Wiseman.
Right.
Yeah, they are problem.
Scary thought.
Yeah, that is scary, man. I think they got what the best record in the NBA right now, or the second best.
9 and
no, they got the best
team in the league. 9 and 1.
Best, yeah.
And Steph got the first 50-point game, which he did last night against my Hawks, and he just went he went.
Yeah.
Nah, he went dumb. He went dumb.
He went dumb.
He went dumb.
Dude nuked them out, he nuked the Hawks
out. It was a good game. I watched some of it. And it was him and Trey going back and forth in the first half. That second half, Steph said, "Okay, it's levels."
Hey, here's the problem. You look at LeBron's tenure since he's been a Laker. He's been the common denominator, and everything year in and year out, year after year after year, everything else changes around him. He's the common denominator. And now that you add AD, now is him and AD are the common denominator. And the last 2 years, they keep flipping everything else. And so when you got the common denominator is an aging superstar who's now showing the inability to stay healthy, and a superstar who's in a prime who's never showed the ability to stay healthy, that's your foundation. Your foundation's cracked. That's the issue.
Yeah.
And it always goes back to what you say, Mel, how the type of basketball that Bron plays. And Russell Westbrook plays the same damn game. So you ain't gonna get nothing different from when LeBron's out and when you just got Russell on there. You ain't gonna get nothing different.
Yeah, I agree, man. What I just add to what I see on the floor, because even with LeBron at his best, without being injured, played a style of basketball that I think wasn't the best style that you can possibly play. I think the style of basketball that the Warriors play or the Spurs play with under Popovich, I think that is one of the best forms or the most highest sophisticated styles of offense you can play. And the LeBron system is somewhat under that. So even to win with LeBron, you gotta have LeBron playing almost perfect, and then his sidekick has to be another number one.
Yeah, you gotta be. That's a great point. Another number one.
It has to be another number one. Like you look at Kobe, Gasol wasn't a number one. He got it done with him.
Number two.
Yeah, Jordan had Pippen. Pippen was a number two. He's never been able to be a number one. LeBron system is so flawed. It only works if you have a proven number one beside him.
Yeah.
You need so much to go right. And then even with that proven number one, you gotta play dang on their perfect basketball. And
every game.
You gotta hope Draymond kick somebody in the nuts and get kicked out of the game. and that's how you get that. You get what I'm saying? So that's
hey Mel, the Bron sexuals ain't gonna like that one, bro. They're gonna come after you in the comments.
Sure.
Hey, truth hurts though.
Sure.
It bothers.
That's how I see it, man. So even with that, now that Bron is not at tip top shape, not in his premium and in his prime anymore, and then AD continues to get hurt, so you don't have that bubble season where you get 4 months off in between. Because even if that bubble doesn't happen, I doubt that they get out of that healthy, right? So that that bubble benefited them and them alone. So I don't think they get another ring. I don't think they can stay healthy.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And,
oh no.
And God,
oh no. Take championship out of that equation. That shit ain't happening. No,
and God bless Carmelo Anthony, because they would have lost again last night if it weren't for Melo.
If it went for him, yeah.
Look, they was losing the game, took Russell Westbrook out. Rondo came in and just went nuts. They take the lead. Rondo gets ejected. Westbrook comes back in, and
they blow the lead.
And they blow the lead. Yeah. I'm like, yo, this dude.
I think.
Hey, you know why? Because Russ was stat padding at that time, bro.
Yeah.
I think the funniest thing about like how this season is starting for the Lakers is before the Thunder beat the Spurs, the only 2 wins the Thunder had was against the Lakers when the Lakers was up by at least 19 points.
Yeah, in both games. In both games. That's facts. All right, so last thing I'm gonna do before we end it, y'all. I put together. Well, first of all, I'm gonna show y'all last year's East West All Stars, right?
Okay.
It's gonna look different this year. Here's my prediction. I want to see what y'all think. This is my prediction. I think Ja Morant makes it, and I think Melo, Jimmy Butler, Trae Young, and Miles Bridges make it in the East. What y'all think?
Let me look up here. All right. The names you crossed out.
Of course, Kawhi's not gonna make it. He's not playing.
No, Kawhi's not
playing. We talking about the All-Star week, All-Star game?
Yeah.
You said who you got coming out the East?
Well, I'm not gonna read out of that. You can't see the screen. You on your phone. Yeah,
I'm on the phone, man. How
the hell? Ben Simmons ain't gonna. Yeah, we know he's not gonna be there. Sabonis is not gonna be there. Melo Ball be there.
Now, Mel, I do agree with you that James Harden shouldn't be there, but he's going to get there off of popularity and
vote.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly.
No, but I don't see no issues. I don't see no issues with anything you got.
I'm not mad at nothing you got up there.
No, not at all.
So y'all even think Charlotte can get 2? Because it's hard to get 2. You got to have a really good record to get 2.
Hey, I think I get what you're saying about the record part, but I think LaMelo gonna try to fight for one of them starter positions, and I can definitely see Miles being a reserve. So
he's looking like one of the guys for most improved. Like, really, he's looking like that good. So I mean, I'm not mad at him. He
just don't look like a dunker no more. He looked like he played ball.
He looked like a player. Yeah, he looked like a player. He looked like a basketball player, and the way he's able to shoot the ball now from distance, that opened up everything in his game. And so, he was hitting some big shots last night, dude. Like, so I'm not mad at that. Charlotte, I think you got to go by record, and who knows what type of record they have, but I think that their improvement will be big enough and to where you got to at least pay attention to Miles, because LaMelo's gonna be there. But you got to pay attention to he's been that solid B option, but that could also has taken over some games this season so far, and it's still early.
It's dumb early.
Yeah, it is early, man. I want to see how accurate I'm gonna be, man. But if I'm more than 85% right, I'm talking.
That's a win.
I'm talking trash. Y'all gonna have to hear it. Y'all gonna have to hear it, man.
Hey, how you gonna talk trash? We agree with you. We agree with you. Wait, hold on. I don't know how. That's not how that works, man. When we agree with you, you can't talk trash to us, Zoe or Mar. You can't talk trash to us. Everybody else, you go their way.
I gotta take the win when I can get it. All right, man. Hey, what? Anything before we go, man?
Nah, man, I always appreciate y'all having me on here. RW Sports, man down. We love the collaborations we always do, man. So
always good people.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah. Hey, and Chris LaCour, stop the cap, baby. Stop the cap, man. Hey.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Yo, how was I the only one just sitting here dying? Mel is piling cap after cap after cap. Yo, and then he finished. He finished with the patent leather and put it on his face. I was like, oh
Lord. No, that's real. No, that's real leather. That's not patent. It's not patent leather.
No, I'm just talking, man.
That's real deal leather.
He said that is like Cadillac seat, like Coupe de Ville leather.
Yeah, I think it's real leather. But when you wear a leather hat, first of all, you got to be over 40. Second of all, preferably you got to have a pack of soft Newports rolled up in your sleeve like this,
like the Outsiders.
yeah,
like a permanent boy.
That's how you supposed to rock a leather cap. They gotta be soft Newports.
hey, and your old lady do the same thing, but she got Slim 100s on there. She got Virginia Slims.
Yeah. Virginia Slims, baby. Virginia Slims, man.
Boy, Mel, you was cutting up the whole show, bro.
He talk about, remember before the show, he was like, man, I ain't feeling it tonight, fellas. Man,
yeah.
So I ain't feeling it tonight, fellas.
I ain't feeling it. And then hey, Zo, cut the camera on, went whole food, bro.
Crazy.
I'm gonna have to watch the playback, man. Y'all had me tripping. I'm gonna have to watch the playback. Zoe, what's up, man? Hey, man, we gotta get. Hey, what's Shelton? Shelton going, man? Where you at, man?
Yeah, Shelton. We got things in the works. I know you probably gonna watch this on the replay, man. You know.
He see how the Lakers is playing. He's real quiet, right?
Oh yeah. He ain't gonna.
Right. That's right. Like he one of them bisexuals.
That's my dude, though, man. He got to come back on here. You got to show your face, Shelton, man. You can't hide when the Lakers looking like crap, man.
Yeah, can't hide forever. Can't hide forever.
You know he coming up.
I know. Hey, he gonna show up when they get a couple of wins.
Oh,
he probably gonna come for this right here. He'll show up for this.
Oh yeah, he'll show up for
that. Boy, y'all wild, man.
I got some KC gear over here too. But yeah, anyway, man, we're over 2 hours. We're at like 2:06, man. We did decent on time. We at least got to the NBA this time.
Yeah, we got to it.
We got to it, but we didn't get to touch on it long. But
dang, don't ever say that again. We ain't get to touch on it long. You wildin', man.
All right, y'all, man. We'll see y'all next week, man. Peace.
And Zoe is out. Watch.